Welcome back to the Anime Anbu podcast.
Where if they don't keep it real,
we will. What's
Yeah,
good, Donnie?
Yeah.
You ready?
Episode 8, I'm ready.
8, bro.
I'm ready. Episode 8. We've been running through these, bro. One of these weeks, bro. It be sometimes where I'll be like wanting to do like another podcast throughout the week. Just like, I don't know. I just be getting that urge where it's like, dang, I want to be podcasting right now.
Hey, you know what?
Middle of the week pod, you know what I'm saying?
We can.
Hey,
If
we
you ever had the
actually
time, let's go ahead and get together. Why not?
We could do like, I don't know. We could come up with something where we like, it don't have to be like a pod, like a regular pod like this, but we could like do something else where that involves, you know.
Do a little special or something, you know?
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, what's up everybody out there? Episode 8 of the Anime Anbu podcast.
It's your boy EXO.
It's your boy Gami. Hey, we here. We excited to bring you guys another great episode. Of course, like always, you know, we start off with the news and anything. Let me see. Any more opening words, EXO? You got anything you want to say before we jump into this news?
Nah, nothing I can think about. We're gonna just have a good episode. Have some fun today.
As always,
yes,
we always
sir.
do, man.
Yes, sir.
And we glad y'all be along with us for the ride. But yeah, let's jump right into the news then. Let's get right into it.
Right into it. Starting off with Golden Kamui anime video reveals October premiere for 4 seasons.
And I have not started this yet.
But that trailer we just watched.
Yes.
That trailer we're gonna have at the bottom of this video right here.
Be playing.
It looks legit.
It looks good. I was like, yo, we might have to go. I might have to go actually check this out because yeah, it looks really good.
It really does. And I like crisp, clean animation like this. So.
And I also looked like there was a lot going on in it too. Like you seen like characters making like weird like faces.
Right.
Like they're in the middle of battle. You also seen other weird looking characters, but yeah, I seen
at the same time, people get their head shot off.
Yeah.
You know,
so there was definitely a lot going on in this trailer. Golden Kamui, the fourth season. So if y'all, I don't know, let us know if y'all have seen it already. If y'all keeping up with it, let us know. I've heard of it before, so I know the people out there that watch it.
So what makes me excited about things like this, like with it starting its 4th season, we can actually go back and watch all the previous seasons before it drops, you know.
Catch up on all of it.
That's the plan.
And then we know like there's like a good amount of it. And it's not just like one season where we watch it and we're like, now we gotta wait for the new season to go. We got 3 seasons we can watch at least.
So we're gonna look forward to that right there.
We're gonna be watching that. We're gonna keep y'all up on that. And next in the news. Some more Netflix. Vampire in the Garden anime unveils new trailer. May 16th debut. Vampire in the Garden. This is also looks good. And if y'all know, as y'all start to, know Yixo really likes vampire stories.
I like the vampire
anime.
lore.
Yes. So.
And it's also done by Wit Studio, right? Oh, so hey, Wit has been going in.
Wit's been doing their thing.
They have. And seeing the little trailer, I got even more excited. So.
Exactly, and it looks really good. I like seeing different takes on vampires in like animes and movies or whatever it is. And like in how in this one the vampires kind of look more similar to something like to bats. Like their arms turn like wings and stuff like that. I like seeing people's different interpretations of vampires and other creatures.
It's gonna be an exciting time. May 16th. I was wanting to cancel Netflix, but they keep putting out these fire animes and fire trailers.
I said, man, I was gonna wait for Bubble. Netflix is trying to get us. They trying to keep us there.
Month. They're gonna have you something new every month.
Like we said, like we were talking about, like people have been talking about, that report came out that more than half of the users was watching anime.
Shout out.
They know what they're doing.
They do.
They know, like, if we can keep the anime audience, we can make some kind of money because everybody else trying to leave because we charge it so much. They know if we keep the anime audience, we gonna make it.
And I'm gonna be that sucker that pays just because I love anime and I love great storytelling.
Exactly, man. But yes, Vampire in the Garden.
They got a synopsis we can read for the
May
folks?
16th. Oh yeah, let's see. Yeah, right there.
So it says, The fateful meeting of a human and vampire queen changed the world. From Wit Studio and a team of talented creators comes Vampire in the Garden. One cold winter, humanity lost its battle with the vampires, and with it, most of where they called home. A small population of survivors created a wall of light in a small town to protect them and give them a place to live in peace. The protagonist, Momo, lives in a repressed life, but still wishes to coexist with the enemy, the vampires. Fine, the vampire queen, once loved humans and disappeared from the battlefield. As war rages through the humans' town, the two have a fateful encounter. Once upon a time, humans and vampires lived in harmony in a place called Paradise. This is the story of a young girl and the vampire on a journey to find paradise.
Okay, on the journey to find paradise.
We all want to find paradise, right?
That's true.
So, vampires and humans living in harmony. We've seen this trope before, but it also has something to do with music they've seen. So, music bringing harmony together. It's a new take on it. And
as y'all know, it looks, if y'all go and watch the trailer, y'all see the trailer playing right here.
You're going to see the poster right here.
See the poster right over here.
And the poster looks legit.
Yeah.
She has what is that big ass gun just at old girl's head? Yeah.
those Derringers or something like that. Yeah, like a Mozambique for all the Apex players out there. But yeah, it looks fire. The action looks good. The story looks like it's going to be good too. So, hey, make sure y'all stay on the lookout. May 16th, Vampire in the Garden. Wrong one. But another Netflix release.
Spriggan Anime's trailer reveals June 18th. A month later, what was we just talking about? Month of back-to-back months. They're going to keep us wheeled in with these monthly releases.
And this is another one. The trailer looks pretty good on this one too.
And apparently this is an anime and a manga that's been out for years. We've never heard of it, but from the looks of just the trailer we've seen,
yeah,
it looks legit. So we've been sleeping on. There's a lot of animes we've been sleeping on. So
and there's a lot of like older animes that are getting like updated, anime adaptations, or either there were manga that was made in like the 80s, and now they're getting like a newer anime right now. So
this is a great time to be alive and to be relishing in the anime, because right now we get all the old anime, we get all these new animes, we get it's all coming together, you know.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let you read the synopsis on this right here.
The manga story centers on Yu Omanae, a high school student who is also a Spriggan, an agent charged by the Arkham Corporation to protect the ancient relics of an advanced older civilization from falling into the hands of states and entities who wish to misuse them.
So it could be some politics going on as well.
That seems cool. I'm kind of getting more into the animes like that, like the political-ish, like kind of like political war type animes, you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like organizations that are trying to, you know, push the narrative or push their political agenda and change the world as they want to. Things like that. Just like kind of Ghost in the Shell, how it's like a...
Same thing with Gundam. Every Gundam
too, yeah.
Code Geass is huge,
Geass.
You know. So
a lot of animes like those I've been getting like more into here lately. So I'm excited, man.
It's normally centered around a deep story, so you got to pay attention to these stories over here to know what's going on. If you're on your phone, like I am sometimes, trying to pay attention, you'll get lost in the sauce. And you got to go back and rewatch it again because you don't understand what the hell happened.
Hey, so make sure you keep that $20 on hold. Spriggan is coming June 18th.
You can actually do the cheaper too if you want to do like the $720. It's like $15, you know. So, but we need 1080.
We need 1080p, 4K.
All day.
Bro, we need that, you know.
Yes.
So, yeah, hold on to that money, because Netflix is gonna get a bag off of us.
Unfortunately, or fortunately.
Yes.
And for all you 7 Deadly fans out there, they have a new movie that's going to be coming out as well called Grudge of Edinburgh. And they have revealed the film cast.
Yeah, this is talking about the cast, but I mostly just did this just to announce the movie because I hadn't even heard about it. So, yeah, a new 7 Deadly Sins movie, Grudge of Edinburgh.
It's a 2-part.
You been keeping up with it?
So, the first 3 seasons I've watched completely. The last season, due to them changing studios, kind of lost my interest. I will probably pick it back up just so I can know what's going on with the movie going on right here. But I know in the last season, Meliodas was going to hell and some shit was popping off. What? I couldn't tell you. I was kind of sad when A1 lost.
That's when I heard. That's when I stopped hearing about it. Honestly, is when they changed studios and then everybody started talking about how trash the new animation was.
But it was so bad just compared to what you was used to.
Yeah, that's when I heard like everybody stopped talking about it. Like once there was like a few months of the animation is terrible in this anime, blah blah blah. Then it just went silent. Because before then it was kind of like a lot of people's favorite.
It was one of mine at the time. So
yeah, it was a lot of people's favorite until that happened. But it said the films will feature a new original story and will center on Meliodas' son Tristan. I'm guessing that's his son right there.
See, I didn't even know he had a son.
Young and I didn't either. So a young version and an older version of the son. So
okay,
yeah, okay.
Kodansha.
And it's coming to Netflix as well. So like I said, man. Keep the wallet heavy.
Not Meliodas. Netflix once again going hard.
Netflix getting everything. What did it say? Did it say when it's coming, or is it just they're just announcing the cast? So they probably don't necessarily know when it's going to.
So we'll keep on the lookout for that and keep you guys updated.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep you guys updated on when that's going to drop. So make sure y'all tune in. All the social media pages. We are the Anbu, the Anime Anbu. On everything.
This one looks really good. I had this posted on the page right here.
Yeah.
Summertime Rendering Anime's second promo video previews first opening theme.
Yes. And like Yiko said, we posted this to the page. And it looked great. Like, starting off in the trailer, if you already seen the trailer starting off, it looks like a regular, like, slice of life story. You're just like, okay, some cool stuff. Then about halfway through, it just switches over.
Takes a complete turn.
You see a girl holding another girl with a gun. Then she's shooting at the main character, looks like.
And here's what's crazy, and we'll dive more into this here a little bit later in the episode, but this is going to be Disney's first licensed anime right here.
Oh, yeah. Which that's going to be, like he said, we're going to be getting into that later. Oh, here's the synopsis right here. But yeah, we're going to be jumping in that later too, because I feel like that's going to be a really good thing to happen for the anime industry and community, us.
Absolutely.
But
let's go. It says, upon hearing of Yushio's death, Shinpei returns to the hometown of Wakayama City in Hitogashima and reunites with his childhood friend's family. The funeral goes smoothly, but under the surface, something strange is brewing on the island. What mysteries await him on the secluded summer island? So it's going to be a mystery, y'all.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Definitely is. But yeah, it looks good. Anime is premiering April 14th.
So, they don't say where it's going to premiere it, though, do they?
No.
Because with it being licensed by Disney, is it going to be on Disney Plus? That's my question.
That's true. The anime will premiere April 14th on the Tokyo MX and BS11 channels. Then it will air on Kansai TV channel. The Walt Disney Company will exclusively stream the new anime globally on a Disney Plus service in Japan.
Oh, not Japan. Hey, where are we going to get this?
Yeah. Show will have 25 episodes and will cover the entire manga.
So it's a one season thing right there.
Yep.
I like it.
One season. We'll cover everything, but this poster looks kind of crazy too.
It really does.
It's like these black
There's
hens.
a lot going on. Like, what are those hens? Who are they? Where are they coming from?
But hey, so it's gonna be on Disney Plus in Japan. I'm pretty sure they bring it to Disney Plus here.
Next couple months.
Too, yeah. So
I'm excited for it. It's gonna be good.
April 14th. Make sure y'all be on the look at that. Summertime Rendering.
This one, I know how some of you guys feel. Some are excited, others probably don't even care. I think me and Gami are more on the excited side to see what they're going to be able to do with this.
I am. I actually am. I'm actually ready to see. We know how, especially with, this is another Netflix thing.
It's another Netflix thing.
You know how we are with Netflix, kind of like it's a toss-up with their live action series.
And what we're talking about here, y'all, is Netflix live action One Piece. They have now cast Peter Gadiat as Shanks.
And they have, we were going over, now you can go ahead.
My only pet peeve is I love the diversity they have on the casting right now. It's awesome. But the guy they just casted as Shanks has jet black hair. So they can't take away this tiny detail of Shanks having black hair. They better dye his hair, make it look red or something, because Shanks, we all know Shanks as the redhead. They have a movie dropping this summer, One Piece Red, about Shanks. So
I think they will. I think they'll do it. For one, I'm pretty sure they have like some. For one, they said Oda's going to be executive producing this.
True.
And for two, I think they know like One Piece fans don't play around.
They do not.
Them niggas will be on your ass. Because
they
coming in and they see Shanks with no red hair, they is going
it's a wrap. It's a wrap,
It's going to be a wrap. And I think they know that. So I would hope that they would they would do everything in their power to get this as close to actuality as possible.
I have high hopes due to the fact he said Oda is going to be executive producing this. So he's going to be having his hands in here, and he wants to make sure it's done right.
Exactly.
What better than having a creator involved?
So yeah, man. Like Yixo said, we super excited. The cast looks amazing.
Yes,
that's one of the good things. That's a good thing. Usually, first noticeable thing when it comes to live action is what does the casting look like, and the casting looks really good.
We know the first season is going to have 10 episodes. I don't think they've released when it's going to actually drop yet.
Yeah, I don't think they have either.
It probably won't even be coming out until next year, I'd imagine.
Probably.
Hold on, go back down for me, please. Tomorrow Studios also produced the live-action television series adaptation of Cowboy Bebop.
Which everybody else trashed.
So if y'all wasn't feeling that Cowboy Bebop, y'all might be weary of how this is about to play out. Give it a chance.
But see what? I don't even know why people weren't really feeling the Cowboy Bebop, because the Cowboy Bebop, I've heard like some people say it like it wasn't like strict to how the anime was, like as far as like story, but it was. They just didn't fully strict to it, like the timeline, and they skipped around in the episodes and like placed an episode here, maybe jumped to like episode 8 or 7 in the second episode. Then the third episode was probably like episode 10 or 11.
Right.
They were just skipping around. So.
And here's my thing is, do y'all want an anime to be completely true to the story through and through? You already know what's going to happen? Or do you want to be surprised, you know? And I like a different adaptation. As long as you stay true to the mythos of the anime going on, you can change it up. Just don't butcher it completely. That's all I'm asking. So I'm going to give it a shot. I can't wait for it. I'm excited for it.
Yep. Me too, man. I'm ready to check it out. Yeah, like we said earlier, there's not a date on there, so when it is announced, at least like within the time frame, we will let y'all know on the Anime Anbu page.
We may have to let you guys see the casting and get your opinion on it as well.
Yeah.
And for other news, we have the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting Anime Video reveals more cast, staff, and opening songs. July 7th premiere.
July 7th. And this is on here strictly because, like I told Yixo, I love just Yakuza-themed animes and things like that. Because, I don't know, when I was coming up, I always took, as a weeb, anime head, you take a lot of interest into, like, Japanese culture within that, too.
Yes.
So, and me also at a younger age, I was definitely super into, I'm a graphic designer. I always loved art, and one thing I really loved was tattoos. That was another side of it, too. And so I would see Yakuza members and see, like, them having, like, the full, like, body tattoos and stuff like that. And I always thought they were cool from, my perspective, looking at them here compared to, like, regular American gangs. They always just seemed more like they are, like, organized crime, like.
They have more meaning to them. Those tattoos have some deep understanding.
Tattoos, but even, like, the Yakuza gangs themselves, I always felt like they had more, like, meaning to their gang, just from my perspective, even though over there, they're probably looking at them like, no, the Yakuzas are, which I've seen documentaries and stuff where they say, like, over there, like, they hate Yakuza members and things like that.
Right.
Like, if you're labeled as a Yakuza member, you'll get, like, shunned in the community and stuff, and people look at you crazy. But
I guarantee you, there's probably more loyalty involved over there than some of these gangs we have over here in America.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, like I said, like, it was, there's, like, the hierarchy, like Yamaguchi Gumi and there's just like a tier like of everybody, like a pecking order. Like you have the levels, and it's all organized. That's what I liked about it. It just seemed super organized and professional.
And if you remember on a previous episode, he actually talked about this when you was going to school.
Oh yeah, we had our little like, it was like a little group, like, because I was just so infatuated. We just called ourselves like the American Yakuza, and it was just like me and my little friend group who were all in the anime. Really, it was just like a little anime group. But
we dived more into Gami's life,
Yeah, it was fun, but it was just fun times back then. But yeah, so that's why I like things like this. It just gives more of a. And see, when I see certain things like this, I don't know, it just plays with my perspective of Yakuza gangs too. Because it's like, well, if they were like super terrible, would they make a whole lot of like cutesy like animes about them and stuff like that? Like in these,
I guarantee, even though they may be shunned, they got their hands involved in a lot of stuff in the background.
Yeah. They definitely do.
It's money. That's all it takes. And stuff like this, it probably gives you more of a nostalgic feel too, since you grew up, enjoying the Yakuza and everything. So
watching all that. But yeah, the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting coming July 7th. So make sure y'all stay on the lookout for that. And then, we just got to speaking on this. Well, EXO kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier when we were just talking about what were we talking about? Oh, summertime rendering.
Summertime rendering.
And that is
And that brings us to now Disney Plus is going to promote itself to Japanese anime companies.
Yeah.
They said, we deeply respect the works of Japanese creators and will transmit them overseas just the way they are.
And with Disney, I feel like that can be held true.
Oh, yes. Oh, man, just think of Marvel and how they treated Marvel and all the sense they stayed true to the comic.
And just movies. Like with this, they can get it down packed just because, for one, Disney got the budget. Disney got the money. To do it all. Yeah, yes. Disney got the money to do it. So they can actually make it come and happen how it actually is, like turn it into a reality. Whether they're doing like an anime series like Summertime Rendering or they're doing a live action. I feel like they have the funds to get the casting correct, get all that right, doing a live action anime.
That'll be a future topic that we're going to be discussing, is how we feel about the live action versus the actual animes, because that's a pretty heavily discussed topic. And I do think Disney is going to be one of the ones that can pull it off correctly.
And I think just because there was another article I had read that was talking about how the anime industry how it grew back into a, what's the word? Kind of like a better place since, COVID had happened.
Right.
And it like, before then it had like it was taking like a hit. But now the anime industry is kind of more so booming again.
It is. It definitely took a hit, and I think they're definitely capitalizing it, and they're gifting us from that, because a lot of us were sad when all this. I mean, hell, we had like a 2-month gap right there where they stopped making any animes. We just had to watch a bunch of reruns, so they're making up for it.
And I think that a lot more companies are going to start trying to hop on the anime wave in a sense and start picking up more anime series and wanting to produce more animes.
And it says right here, it says Iwata then briefly introduced the Japanese anime titles Disney Plus will stream in Japan. Tatami Time Machine Blues, Black Rock Shooter, Downfall, Summertime Rendering, Dance the Sword.
Are they doing Dance the Sword too? What?
It says, notably, the introduction included the names of the main staff of Japanese anime titles they're best known for, signaling that the company has familiarity with the industry context. Iwata also briefly addressed Star Wars Visions and Disney's Twisted Wonderland as satisfying examples of collaboration between Disney IPs and the Japanese creators.
Disney Twisted Wonderland.
Now, Twisted Wonderland.
It's an ONA?
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar. I haven't heard this one right here.
I haven't either, but I don't see.
Oh.
So is it kind of like a twist on
Snow White?
Saying something about Japanese game creators. The most Kingdom Hearts. There have been other examples over the year. Featuring characters designed by the Black Butler artist, which will be among the first Japanese TV anime to stream on Disney.
Okay. Maybe does it have a synopsis if we go down here? It's a
game. It says though.
Oh, it's a game. So it's actually a game.
A game. Yeah. Okay. So this is a game. Yeah.
What was it good? That's what. I don't even know if we had done the news. I'll mention that whenever we get done with the rest of this news.
Okay. Just make sure you keep it in mind.
Keep it in mind.
Okay. Let's go on to the next one.
This one right here. Gundam, the Witch from Mercury anime reveals franchise's first female hero in main series.
The first female hero.
So we got the first female protagonist here, y'all.
And look, just last week we were talking about women in anime.
Needing more shine. Getting that more shine.
And a lot of them, a lot of anime is starting to have more female protagonists and stuff like that. So
it ain't necessarily got to be full-grown woman. It could be a teenager, you know. You girls and women out there are getting shine in anime, so it's nice.
They're doing it, and the trailer for this looked nice. I mean, this was like a teaser, but it still looked cool. Like you see her standing in front of the Gundam. The Gundam's in the background, like powering
shining
on.
Up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it looked pretty fire. Did they have a synopsis for this? Was that at the top?
It says it premieres this summer. The prologue.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe more up here, I think. Yeah, okay, maybe not. Yeah, I don't think they have a synopsis for it yet. Her name of her Gundam is Gundam Ariel.
So it's like, you know, was it that...
Was what?
I'm thinking of Disney now. The Little Mermaid, Ariel.
Okay. It says this is the anime titled Mobile Suit Gundam The Witch from Mercury Prologue. Bandai Namco described the prequel as a full-fledged project that will feature its own story and mobile suits, including the Gundam Elfrith and BBW. That sounded weird to say. BBW.
I like the details they be putting in these Gundams.
Yeah.
I was never big into mech anime growing up, but it was something about Gundam Wing that always caught my attention. And I do appreciate it more now, mech anime.
I do. I'm trying to decide how I like they still seem pretty cool, the designs. I'm still more like a fan of like the early 2000s, 90s Gundam designs.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Man. That's what I'm saying. The early Toonami Gundam.
Yeah, like Gundam Wing. G Gundam, those type Gundam designs.
I had a Gundam Wing book that just with the pictures of all the different Gundams and characters in there. That was a great series.
Yeah, be on the lookout for Gundam the Witch from Mercury. We'll make sure to keep y'all updated on this too. Let y'all know when it's going to get released, when they drop newer trailers, and all that. And on top of that, this is what I was going to tell you about earlier. So
you didn't see this?
Yeah, Bandai Namco offers more details on this 130 million Gundam metaverse. And they said in this metaverse, you can build your Gundam, you can battle other people with Gundams.
Wicked.
And yeah.
So how are they doing this now? $130 million.
Bandai Namco Holdings announced it is investing 15 billion yen, which is approximately $130 million, to develop a Gundam-themed metaverse. The company announced further details about the project in its third Gundam press conference on Tuesday. The metaverse platform will be a fusion between physical and digital services. Users will be able to purchase Gunpla through the platform as well as upload images of their Gunpla and data. Player can use this data to interact with and battle other players. So yeah, you'll be able to upload, be able to purchase Gunpla. Like I'll be seeing a lot of Gunpla people on like TikTok and stuff, for them showing off their Gunplas or them putting something together.
Okay.
Things like that. But yeah, you'll be able to purchase them and then you can upload it to the metaverse.
So the metaverse is going to be like a virtual reality?
Yeah.
Ooh, I need to go ahead and give me my Oculus or the PlayStation virtual now. Oh.
Yeah, actually be able to, use your Gundam in battle on the metaverse.
So you
I
might
guess just
see
have it around, show it off.
You might see battles of me and Gami duking it out,
Yeah.
going.
Already us doing some 2v2s.
2v2s, yeah. Send us battles if y'all want to test us.
Hey.
We'll train to whoop y'all's ass.
I've been telling y'all, I've been ready. I told y'all, if we ever go to war with Japan, I'm moving to Japan. I'm going to next time.
They
already got a functioning Gundam over there. They already got one functioning Gundam. It's not going to be long before they can just mass produce the Gundams and get it really cracking. So, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, man, to be able to go into the metaverse, a Gundam metaverse. And this right here, just this image, it's like a giant city. I'll definitely put this on the screen. But it looks cool, yeah. You probably go in, create your character, create your little metaverse character.
Well, it's going to be a hell of a game. They're investing $130 million for this.
$130 million for this.
Jeez.
Man.
And more Netflix news.
We had mentioned earlier, yeah.
It said more than half the members globally watched anime last year. Globally.
Come on. Everybody's checking out Gundam.
Around the world.
Everybody wants the Gundams. I mean, not Gundam. Think about Gundam.
Anime. Gundam's part of the category.
Anime is running the world right now, man.
It really
it's taking over.
I mean, we just had Jujutsu Kaisen. It just surpassed 27 million here in America.
In
America. It's topped. Is now surpassed the top 10 anime list of all time. So.
And they said there's 65 million copies of the manga in circulation.
Keep it up. Keep showing the love because we keep getting the material.
We're gonna keep, and the more we go out and support everything anime, whether it be on Netflix or in the theaters or Crunchyroll or whatever, or on Disney, the more we gonna get.
So keep paying as much as it hurts our pockets. Unless you're going completely broke, let's support.
Exactly. Yeah, just got to keep on supporting and do what we can do to keep the community, keep the industry strong.
Keep driving out this content because I'm all for it. I'm excited. Mm-hmm. And apparently it ain't slowing down anytime soon at this point.
It's not. Let me see. It says Netflix. The director of anime creative at Netflix, Kohei Obara, revealed to entertainment magazine Variety on Monday that more than half of Netflix's worldwide audience watched anime last year. The number expands to 90% for Japanese Netflix. 90% of people, Japanese subscribers, watch.
Japan doesn't play about the anime. They take this serious.
90%. I wonder what the other 10% are watching on Netflix.
Probably like soap operas or movies.
Netflix released nearly 40 anime titles in 2021, which was roughly double the output of 2020.
So can we expect 80 titles this year? I mean, you're doing 40.
No, I said that Monday reported that Netflix will release another 40 anime titles this year.
All right, put out 80 next year then. That's the goal.
They definitely got to double that up then, of course, because come on, we gonna watch it. People are gonna watch it. Like, ask Yixo. Just Yixo. We're gonna get into it later, but ask Yixo what he just binged this week in
crazy.
anime. We can knock out a lot of 12-episode series real quick.
In manga, because we're gonna keep reading as well.
Yeah, that's what I've been on too. Is manga like crazy. But next
to news, we have The Fruit of Evolution. Before I knew it, my life had made it. My life had it made. Novels gets new TV anime. So The Fruit of Evolution. Before I knew it, my life had it made.
Yes.
These names be messing me up. So I apologize.
Okay, let's get to the synopsis too, so we can.
It says, it centers on Seiichi Hiragi to the bottom of the school's social pecking order. He and his entire school are upended when everyone in the school is transported into another world. Nisekai? Mm-hmm. Seiichi finds himself alone and approached by a gorilla, who instead of attacked him, proposes to him. At that moment, Seiichi thinks, I guess a gorilla is fine too. They find the fruit of evolution, and when they eat it, their lives are suddenly changed once again.
Yeah, so the gorilla proposes to him.
Look, we got some comedy coming. This sounds
That's
pretty
the gorilla
funny.
Right here.
That's a gorilla? That looks like a dog with some Big ass fangs or something. Okay,
Well, it looks from these posters, I can tell it looks like the gorilla transforms.
It's
Maybe when they eat that fruit,
like a panda or something, you know.
Yeah, you can see right here. It's showing like the gorilla.
Okay, yeah, so the gorilla's definitely transforming.
Flower. Yeah,
that's gonna be. I'm gonna be on the lookout for this.
So hey, you get proposed to by a gorilla. What are you doing, Ixo? Gorilla proposes
turning
to
that
you?
down.
You turning down the gorilla proposal?
I'm happily married, so I'm not taking. I'm not taking.
Oh yeah.
I'm not taking no gorilla proposal for sure.
Oh, if I get transported to another world, I have to think about it. Well, like this guy seems like he's like super bad off.
He seems.
Like, I don't think I'm gonna be that down bad. Like he's like down bad.
He's desperate.
If he instantly sees the gorilla, it's just like
says yes, I'm gonna take it. Is
yeah.
this the best I can do?
Yeah, like what did it say? A gorilla's fine too. I guess a gorilla's fine too. Like
that's the best you can do.
If you think that's what it is, then yeah, go ahead and propose for sure.
Curious. How's that story gonna be driven?
I don't know. But yeah, make sure y'all check. Dang, what was the name of that again? Get the name for that again. The Fruit of Evolution. Before I knew it, my life had it made. And like we said, with all the other ones, we'll keep y'all updated on when that's going to drop. Yeah. Prepare to...
Be prepared.
Be prepared for that. I don't know what else to say about that one.
Next in the news we have Masamune-kun's Revenge anime gets second season.
If you have not seen Masamune-kun's Revenge, go watch it. It's hilarious. It was really good. It's another one of those animes that this was like one of those animes that I really got into that didn't have no action or anything like that. It was just a story-driven anime, but it's hilarious. And let's
Great
see if they have the
there.
synopsis on there. Yeah.
I'm not familiar with this, so this is something I'm gonna have to check out myself.
Yeah, as an overweight child, Makabe Masamune was mercilessly teased. Mercilessly.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Mercilessly.
Yeah. Mercilessly. Yeah, he was teased.
You know what I
He
mean?
was beat up and punked while he was a kid. He was teased and bullied by one particular girl, Aragaki Aki. Determined to one day exact his revenge upon her, Makabe begins a rigorous regimen of self-improvement and personal transformation, which he did. He was like, yo, okay, shawty want to tease me. I mean, she want to bully me and all this stuff. He bulked up, got himself looking right. He's like, yo, and his whole plan, all them years was just revenge. But it says, year later, Masamune reemerges as a new man, handsome, popular, with perfect grades and good at sports. Masamune-kun transfers to Aki school and is unrecognizable to her. Now, Masamune-kun is ready to confront the girl who bullied him so many years ago and humiliate her at last. But will revenge be as sweet as he thought? It's a really good story, though. It's funny.
Is this on Crunchyroll?
It should be on Crunchyroll.
Okay, I'm gonna check this out because that sounds good. Everybody likes a good revenge story.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, second season.
Got it set up.
I'm glad that they doing the second season. Cause that's one thing I can say. Like I wasn't like waiting for it, but now it's announced. I'm like, okay, cool.
You got excited
cool. I
to
can
hear
announce
about
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can watch it. Yeah, so make sure y'all check out Masamune-kun's Revenge if you haven't seen it. It's a great story, super funny, and yeah.
I got one more piece of news.
Yeah, one more piece of news. Okay.
But
type it in here?
Yes. Oda made a special announcement. He's going to be releasing One Piece RPG coming to all gaming platforms.
Okay, I did hear about that. I'll type it in here.
Yeah, it was announced March 28th.
March 28th is when it was announced?
Yes.
Yeah, One Piece gets... Wait, is that one?
No, that's a trading card game. We should have a trading card game. So, we got Yu-Gi-Oh! We got One Piece about to be coming out with it. It should be further up.
And it was a...
Let me go
just go to
Give
Google
me a
real quick.
second here. We pull this up.
And you said, what kind of game was it? Was it
It's
RPG?
RPG, yeah. I believe it's going to be an open
Oh, I
world.
think I heard... What was I about to say? I think I heard about this in
One Piece Odyssey.
One Piece Odyssey? Oh, yeah, I see it right there. Yeah. One Piece Odyssey.
I know we ain't been reading the manga, but the manga's been blowing up the internet with the newest chapter, you know, with the reveal. So One Piece is doing their thing right now.
Yeah. Shout out to One Piece, because I think I was in Hot Take Tuesday's room. Shout out to Analytical, where shit gets critical. Those are my people right there. They do a Hot Take Tuesdays room on Clubhouse, and I think during their news segment they had talked about this as well.
Okay.
So I think that's where I had heard it. But yeah, is it? What do you think?
It's gonna be Bandai.
Did you watch the trailer?
I have not watched the trailer. No. But I always get excited about RPG games. I kind of slipped and haven't played any games here lately, but this would definitely be a game to get me off into it. So I'm becoming a One Piece fan. I'm almost on episode 800. I'm making my way through these episodes. So give me some time. I'm going to be completely caught up.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. Just checked out the trailer for One Piece Odyssey. And, yeah, visually, that looks amazing.
It did. We've seen at least one original character I haven't seen in the series yet. So it's going to be something to be on the lookout for.
Yeah. It's probably like, you know, its own original story, all that stuff. So,
right.
Yeah, something to look out for, man. One Piece Odyssey.
Sir.
And like I told you, Yixo reminds me of the
Seven Deadly Sins.
The Seven Deadly Sins game that was announced. I don't know if it was announced for here or if it's just like a Japanese thing, a Japan thing, but
it may come out here eventually.
That looks good though. So shout out to One Piece Odyssey. Make sure y'all be on the lookout for that too, especially the huge One Piece fans. Can get you hopefully a good One Piece RPG game to play.
Like I said, we always looking for a good RPG, so if
That's
it's open
true.
world, it might be even more fun. Luffy versus Zoro, you know, we find each other, so.
Then that's it for the news. So we're going to hop right into a quick little topic that I wanted to touch on, guys. Something that was really actually brought to my attention.
And how was it brought to your attention? That's
a friend at work actually came up to me and was like, "Hey, yo, like, what do you think about the lack of BBWs in anime?" And I was like, I never thought about that. I was like, yo, I'm writing that down right now. I'm putting that in the notepad, and me and Yixo are gonna talk about this. Give it a little bit, at least on the podcast, because I was like, I never really thought about that there isn't. And we know that there are like BBW women, like chubby women in anime, but most of them are like, lackluster or don't really like have like a big part in the anime.
You have
for
no
the most part.
protagonist.
Yeah, or anything like that. And I don't know. I think it's just strictly because probably companies don't feel like that'll be appealing to a large audience. You know what I mean?
And it's kind of sad because, especially here in America, BBW women are getting a lot more shine and love. It should be more acceptable. We don't need this fake body art. You wearing a size 2 because most girls ain't like that. Not knocking you girls that are a size 2, but most of these women out here got some weight to them. Thicker than the Snickers and.
We like the finer, like they give them like the, and most women in anime get like the big breasts,
right?
Then they have like the super small waist,
right? And
then they might have a little ass, something like that. But now we want everything. I like a little bit of stomach too. You can put a little stomach in there, have a little pudge.
And it's not just that. You got these big heavy set dudes that get shot in anime.
That is true too.
There's a bunch of big dudes in anime.
Chubby dudes. One I hate the most. I can't remember his name, but the main character from Excel World. You probably haven't seen it.
I haven't.
But that guy, he was trash.
Annoying.
He was a bad representation.
You got Choji, Naruto.
Choji was good, yeah.
Just recently watched it. We just talked about One Piece, but you know when he goes into fourth gear, he turns into that big old bounce, man.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of One Piece, you know, Big Mama's BBW.
Big Mama's is BBW,
yeah.
And she's one of
like,
the warlords, so she gets some shine.
She's probably like the most renowned.
She's got to be.
Known.
She's got to be. But outside of that, they don't get no shine. They don't get no love.
Don't get a whole lot of love. So, you know, we just want to let all the Japanese companies, you know, whatever companies out there making animes.
All of them.
I know over in Japan, there's probably like different levels of like beauty standards, just like there is in here in America. So, I don't know. But, you know, come on, just add a little, both too. Like BBW as in big, beautiful women, and BBW as in beautiful black women. We need both of those. We need
diversity.
We need all of that.
We need all
man.
shapes, sizes, colors, everything.
That's what I'm waiting for. Because I don't think there's any of that either. Like a main protagonist, a black woman, main protagonist, or a woman of color, main protagonist in anime.
Whenever I think,
is there a male one, main protagonist of an anime?
Yeah,
of color.
Yes. Yusuke. I don't know if you want to consider it an anime, but.
I don't want to hear about it. I want to hear about you, skate.
What about Megabox? Is he not?
Is he a person of color? I don't know. Is he? I mean, he has like a slight tan. But
okay.
I know we have what's the name of the anime? Cannon Busters.
Cannon Busters, yes. And they're made by black creators as well.
I know we got Cannon Busters, so. We need more, y'all. We just need.
We do need more.
That's all. I just want.
We do need more. So, I agree.
I want a little more for us. Yeah.
Completely. We need more diversity all around.
That's really all I had to say on this topic. To be honest, is
Me too.
If you include a little more BBWs, a little bigger women in there.
Everybody's not pretty. Everybody's not handsome.
Give us our taste, and but see, that's the thing with like a lot of like bigger women. To keep it real, from what I see, a lot of big women be like fine as hell.
So you just need a little bit of that, in anime. Just a little bit.
Just the taste. Just the taste.
Give us a protagonist. A BBW. Big, black, beautiful woman protagonist. You know what I'm saying? So.
That'd be nice.
It would be.
But yeah, that's all I got on the BBW topic. We're just asking for more. Yixel, what you been watching this week? Let's go ahead and get into that.
All right,
so checking out.
This past week, I even kind of drowns into last week as well. I watched the entire season of Kuroko's Basketball. It was 3 seasons long, 26 episodes each.
What you think?
Finished the movie, loved it. I love sports anime. Didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did. It's great. It has great character development. You see these guys, pretty much nobodies. Not nobodies. But they're not great. They're going against some elites, and they lose. And when you see where this little dude, he's like a ghost on the basketball court, and you see how he transitions into be the elite player he is, and helps. His name's Kurosaki. I can't remember, y'all. I'm bad with names, but
yes, it's been a minute since I watched
Kasaki.
Basketball.
Might be Kasaki.
Go ahead and get that name.
We're going to pull it up for y'all. Just bear with us just a quick second. There you go. Kagami. That's who it is.
Kagami?
It's Kagami.
Okay.
Yeah, but Kagami, he's basically the all-star of the team. He's the one that does all the dunking, shooting, and everything for the most part. But as the seasons progress, the side characters start getting more involved, and it's actually they're all the protagonists in the series. It's not just one main character; they all got to play together to work together. So it's a great story about teamwork, team development, coming together, and it has a very conclusive ending after the movie. After you watched all 3 seasons and seen the movie, it sends it away appropriately. So I was happy. I knew I wasn't gonna get any more after I seen the movie. After that,
which they just celebrated the 10th anniversary for the manga too, so
shout out. Can't even believe it's been 10 years.
Basketball.
Yes. Then I touched on this last week. I watched Tact Op. I watched all that in one day, 13 episodes. After that, I watched Odd Taxi, Watched all that the very next day.
We can talk about that too. We can get into that. Matter of fact, let's get into that a little bit right now. What do you think about Odd Taxi?
I loved it. Hey, whenever I seen the little intro, I was unsure how it was going to be. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. Kind of like Rank of the Kings. I'm basically stereotyping it before I get a chance to watch it. That's why I went ahead and, toughed through it, watched that first episode. I'm like, okay, it's all right. After the 3 episodes, you start getting involved. You start kind of getting into the story a little bit, and you start enjoying it, and then you want to know what's happening. Like, okay, where are they going with this?
Yeah.
By the time it was over, I don't want to spoil the surprise because he still got to finish it. But
I got 2 episodes left. I didn't get a chance to finish it all the way. I got 2 episodes. But I'm with Yix on this. I liked it too. And it starts off with just kind of like figuring everybody out, learning the characters, and then like he said, around episode 3, a little bit after episode 3, you just start to like really get involved into this story and this mystery of what's going on with the missing girl and how everybody else in the whole town is moving around. Because like even like the sheep chick, like I was suspicious of her. I was like, it's kind of weird. I was like, I don't know, something about her is sus. When I first seen her, I was like, something about her is sus. I don't know.
It's kind of cool how all the stories, and even you'll be able to realize this on where you're at, is they're all related in one way or another. They're all correlated together, So my biggest gripe whenever I first watched it was he was a walrus with no ears. And I was wondering how the hell he could hear anything they were saying. But yeah.
I like the one dude. He was kind of the Badger. I think he was or Porcupine. I don't know what he was. Who was rapping? You know what I'm talking about? The boss.
Y'all know what's his name? Yado.
Something like Yado or
He's a rapper though.
Something like that.
Hey, I like him too.
Yeah, he rapping everything.
Yeah.
And that one dude, I kind of feel like he deserves to get beat up and everything. His like little friend, like the monkey.
The little white monkey.
Yeah.
He kind of got my nerves. The dude I do like was the gorilla. His little partner. He's the bad guy.
Oboe. Yeah, something like that. Was it Oboe?
See,
we don't even remember the character's name. Hold on. Yeah. We gotta set that up. I think it was.
Not just that. The movie just dropped.
Yeah. So we also gotta check out the movie too. It was Dobu.
Dobu,
but
yeah. I really liked him.
Yeah, shout out to Dobu. Hold on, let's speak on the main kind of guy right here, Otokawa. What do you think about?
I liked him, but he wasn't as relatable to me as like Boji was. I wouldn't have voted for him to be the best boy or the best protagonist.
Yeah.
Because sometimes he gets on my nerves.
Yeah, I can see that.
Not as much as Ruthie is off Shoku Tensei, but he had his moments of like, dude, are you okay?
It's just, there was moments in there, I guess from his own standpoint, he kind of felt like he wanted to follow his own, like, sort of path. And there was moments where, somebody would tell him, be like, nah, you should do this. And he'd be like, nah, I'm just going to do this like this. And it's just like, why don't you just do that, man? You just making things so much more difficult than it has to be.
Right, like, why would you do this? I guess they're doing it to drive the story along, but it's annoying sometimes.
But yeah, that's how it was a lot. I was just like, come on, I was like, what other characters? That one chick, that surprised me. The one who's like the group, she's kind of like a bitch.
Oh, yeah. Y'all were, though, kind of. But I'll tell you who the most annoying one, I don't even care to remember his name. He was the dude that was kind of trying to catch double.
The college kid?
Yeah, just trying to get all the hype on, trying to blow up on Kawasawa. He was getting on my damn nerves. Like, I couldn't stand him.
He was too. Now, I seen him be cracking up, though, when he was like in the bed with the chick when he was like first. And then she was like, "Oh yeah, it's so cool, everything." He's like, "You don't know what I'm going through. You know what I'm going through, bitch." She did special.
Like, damn, is that how you really feel? Trying to catch Dobo.
That's hilarious. And then he ends up finding him, and then
yeah,
everything kind of falls apart for him.
It does.
Because he's just like,
There's more to it. Just wait till you get to the end. You know,
Even Double was like, what?
I want to get his official ranking next week, but I'm gonna give it a solid 9 out of 10. I want to see the movie.
9 out of 10. Where I'm sitting that for it right now, it's probably like an 8 or so.
Just wait until he sees the end, y'all. For all those that seen it,
I don't really understand the story of that one dude either. To be honest, the guy who him and his partner are trying to become like.
Comics?
Yeah.
That's my biggest gripe was they don't really tie into the story, I feel, as much.
Because I'll be seeing their parts and I'll be like, this just seems like, I don't know.
They're just kind of
maybe it's something, I was thinking like maybe it's something I'm missing, but.
Extras. Maybe the movie might dive into more of that. So.
And then you got the other guy, I don't know his name either, but the one that's trying to kill Otokawa. The one who wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
Because he knew he was like the one that beat him in the game, right? Yeah, or something like that.
No, he ran over in the very first episode. Remember, Otokawa almost ran him over.
Oh,
he threw his phone up, so he lost his phone. That's how all this starts again. Mm-hmm. He's going to finish this. I'll make sure he finishes today because we got to talk about this.
And then the 2 dog cops.
Yeah. They can get, they kind of make me mad too. But they kind of grow on you. One of them does.
Yeah, the more like the one with the glasses. People look at it as more of like the idiot. But yeah, Shiwakara, she was suspicious.
She's very suspicious. I was always suspicious
Tanaka.
of his doctor as well there for a while.
Yeah, he was kind of weird too. What was his name? Goriki.
But all these, for the most part, 90% of the characters have something to drive the story for a reason.
I think this kind of plays a similar role like how Ring of the Kings did, whereas you might view the characters one way, but then the further the anime goes along, it kind of flips. Yeah, yes. It kind of flips it on you. So I think that.
I think the animation is really slick in that because we already, like we said, we're being stereotyping how it is already. Mm-hmm. We already judge these characters by how they look.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the movie. The anime was great.
Yeah.
I could probably watch it again and pick up on some more stuff I probably missed the first time around.
But what else were you checking out this?
After Rank of the Kings, let's see. Rank of the Kings. After Taxi, I started picking up. My brother recommended one for me called Platinum Inn about some angels.
Which I did hear a lot about that when it first dropped too.
It's got some intense moments where I definitely wouldn't let no kids watch it.
Oh, okay.
They have suicide and orgies going on. They don't show anything like orgies or anything, but it gets kind of dark in there. I should be finishing that this weekend. And, of course, I'm watching episodes of One Piece in between all these animes. So this past week and a half, I done finished 5 animes. Black Clover as well. I finally finished Black Clover. Those last 15 episodes.
Black Clover.
So,
okay,
my list is getting checked off, and I need to go. I might create my anime list for you guys so we can see what I've done watched and what I'm watching, and
that'd be cool.
Get it all together. How about yourself? What have you been on this week, Gami?
Besides Taxi, I've honestly been strictly manga.
Ooh.
Strictly manga. I've been checking out Kaiju number 8 is definitely at the top.
Is the top? That's your favorite right now?
Shout out to the homie Tony. Yeah, Kaiju number 8 is at the top of that list for me, and the story for that has been just progressively getting better and better. They just released a new chapter yesterday that I read, and yeah, I like animes like this where it sets it up so not just like who the main protagonist is, right, but then the side characters also kind of feel main protagonist-y, where you can see their story. Like they're getting a lot more development and stuff like that than normal side characters would.
I always appreciate that as well.
And they're getting that like super heavy progression within themselves and in the story.
So you could have a whole chapter based on one of the other characters.
Yeah. Which this latest chapter was actually like that. Like it focused on sort of like the second side character in the anime and about them trying to figure out where they want to take him
Okay.
And get him to his next level. So
I'm about to put that on my read list now because I've been watching anime. I'm about to go ahead and start reading.
Put Kaiju, Kaiju number 8 on your list. Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Days is hilarious. Another super popular manga. Like I said, it's funny. It's about spies. It has that bit of action. But the funniness in it is what's really going to get you.
Sakamoto Days.
Down there. But next, I was reading Usugui, which is like it's a game psychological setting, and that one's pretty good too. And I normally I don't know, I never pictured that something like manga about gambling or stuff like that, playing blackjack and poker and all that stuff would really interest me all that much, like a manga wise. But looking at this, and I also seen like how it looks like later on,
right?
Because like you see the beginning chapters, like okay, the animations, the art style isn't like too crazy, but you see how it starts to look like later on.
It gets super
in
detailed.
The later chapters, and like just looking at some of the screenshots, you just be like,
so this has been going on for a minute because it's chapter 500 right there.
Yeah.
So who's the is this Kodansha? Who does this? Because it's not Viz. I just added the other two on my read list.
It might be. Let me see. Shueisha. Yeah, Shueisha does it. So yeah, shout out to Usugoi. If you like, mangas about gambling and stuff like that, make sure y'all check that out. What else? I said I was gonna hop on the Orient. I did start watching the Orient anime, but the animation just throws me off. It just takes me away every time. But I heard somebody also told me in Analytical, where shit gets critical, that the manga art is like a whole lot better. So they say you should go and check out the Orient manga.
Might give you a new appreciation for it then, huh?
Yeah. And so I went and kind of looked at some panels for that, and I was like, okay, yeah, it does look pretty legit too. So yeah, I'm gonna start on that. And what else am I reading? Ayashiman. For those who are fans of Hell's Paradise, I don't know. I don't think you read. Did you read Hell's Paradise?
I have not.
Okay, yeah. But it's from the same mangaka who made Hell's Paradise.
This brand new.
Yeah, this one is new. Brand new. It's only 17 chapters in. And this one basically about a kid who at a young age, wanted to be a manga protagonist in real life. So he started training. He was like, yo, I want to be like Goku. I want to be like Kaniku Man from, what's the name of that? Muscle. What's that called? It's like the old anime used to come on for kids and stuff. Muscle. What was it called, man? Muscle. I wish I could remember. Hold on.
Look that up.
Yeah, I don't hear this. Kaniku Man. Muscle Man.
I'm not familiar with that at all.
But I'm trying to. It was called.
Is that right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember that show? Did you remember it used to come on?
I do remember that. Damn.
On WB for kids back in the day. I can't remember what they called it. It was like Super Muscle, Ultimate Muscle. That's what the anime is called.
I never watched it. But I'm very familiar with the artwork now.
It used to be one of my favorite shows. Yeah, it was a wrestling anime. And I used to have a lot of figures from this anime too. I used to love this anime. But yeah, Ultimate Muscle. This is the time
I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And everything. When you was on this then, I bet.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, Kaniku Man, he wanted to be like all of them. So he trained from a young age. He was punching boulders, doing all kinds of crazy push-ups and exercises.
Doing a One-Punch Man kind of thing, huh?
Pretty much. That's how I related to it too, is because he trained super hard like One Punch Man did. Now One Punch Man is One Punch Man. He just punches everything. And this kid is like the same way, where he just beats people up in one punch. And so he got tired of that. So he was like, yo, I need to find a job. He tried to get a job, but every job he went to, he was breaking the equipment and messing stuff up because he's so strong. So nobody wanted to hire him. So then he meets this girl. He sees her running from another mob of Yakuza. And he's like, oh, my chance to protect her. And he steps in. He fights the dudes and beats them all up. And she offers him a position and tells him she's going to start her own Yakuza. And she wants him to join and be the muscle for her. And he agrees.
So is it kind of like a gag comic, kind of like One Punch Man is in that sense, or does it have more of a serious tone to it?
No, this is more serious than One Punch Man. Yeah, it's not gaggy like One Punch Man is. This is more of a serious one. She takes him to like this other world where there are humans and Ayashiman, which Ayashiman are like demons.
Right.
But they kind of blend in with the humans, and humans don't really know that they're demons. So he kind of discovers this whole new world out there, and he's excited because he's like, oh, maybe I can go to this world and find strong people to fight. Like, that's all he cares about. Is fighting somebody strong.
He on that Goku kick.
Because he says like, yo, it's boring just beating people up with one hit. So he wants to like find somebody super strong that he can go and fight too.
Okay. I'm taking this website off you. That's what I was on here doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and if you you can make you a quick little account too, and then you can just save everything to your list.
Okay.
Pick back up where you was reading. But some other ones that I've seen, Soul Leveling. I think a lot of people should know about Soul Leveling.
Read it off. Soul Leveling, great. Yes, sir.
I still need to finish it actually.
Oh, you gotta get on it.
But this other one looked kind of clean too. Talent Swallowing Magician. And this one is a manhwa too. It kind of looks similar to Soul Leveling. That's why I had picked it up.
Magician.
Talent Swallowing Magician.
I'm not even going to go there.
But yeah, it looked similar, and I heard it was pretty good too.
But it's manhwa. I love manhwas.
Yeah.
They be doing their things.
What else?
That's the Korean version of mangas, if you're unfamiliar.
Yes. This one called Togen Aki, I heard was pretty good as well. And Duran Dororan.
Why he look like Tanjiro?
They said it's from the person that made dang. Who they say? I forgot who else they said. What else this mangaka made? There was another popular one. But yeah. Duran Dororan, and also Dan.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the Yusogi. Yusugui.
Yeah, I think you'll like that one for sure.
Yes.
Cause then I know like later on, they start making like bets on their lives and stuff like that. So it gets like super intense.
I love gambling and I love everything in that sense, so okay. I like it.
So my little recommendations and stuff I've been reading this week as far as manga goes myself.
Okay. So there you have it. He's been reading all the mangas. I've been watching all the animes. We're trying to keep.
And it's crazy too because we switched too. Because usually I'll be watching the mangas. I mean, we're watching the animes, and he'll tell me about like a bunch of mangas he's reading. Yes. And now we switched over.
So now he's put some stuff on my reading list. Hopefully he put it on your reading list. It's something we're going to go check out. I'm definitely going to check it out. It definitely sounds good. So I'm looking forward to it. Shout out, by the way, I'm wearing final episodes coming out this Sunday.
Final episode of Attack on Titan is coming.
I know a lot of you were sad. So I had to give my shout out to my boy Aaron Yeager. Gonna be a good one.
And so Tomodachi game is coming out this week.
Tomodachi game.
So we're gonna have that for y'all next week. So make sure y'all be on the lookout. We'll have the review of the first episode coming for y'all next week on the podcast. So make sure y'all check that out. Like he said, Tuesday is when it's going to be dropping. So make sure y'all watch it too. So we're all on the same page. So when we get this review, we'll know what it is. And other than that, is that it? You got anything else you tell me?
Make sure you go follow, subscribe, like us on all of our social media platforms. We have it down here.
All right, below. We are the Anbu on everything. Rate us, give us a thumbs up or whatever it is on Spotify and Apple Podcast.
Yes.
And if there's anywhere else y'all want us to post the podcast besides those places and YouTube, let us know because we can put it on other DSPs. If there are people who want those on other DSPs, just let us know. And you can DM us on any of our social medias or email us at animebpod@gmail.com. But
always respond. So
yeah, we always gonna be on the lookout, especially on like the social media aspects, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. We'll be on all those all the time, looking for your DMs. So make sure you hit us up.
And let me put it out there because we plan on getting a whole lot more active on our social media as well. We work full time and we're constantly working, so we're trying to keep the content coming, keep the social media content coming. We're going to be having the clothes coming for you guys. It's all in the works, but
it's all in the works and it's all coming. Like we said, in time. We just want to make sure everything looks right, looks good, and everything's done right.
Yes.
So when we do release it, it ain't no issues, ain't no nothing like that. Yo, we want the best quality for the people that listen to us, and the people that's gonna support us. So we always appreciate y'all listening, watching, sharing, telling your friends and everybody about us, and just keep rocking with us. We gonna trust us over time. We gonna be them ones.
We'll be them ones. So once again, thank you for turning in to the Anime Anbu podcast.
Where if they don't keep it real,
we will.